Yo, it is Colin Powell here. I am recording this video today. I want to show you how I created my 2024 strategic plan for my business and my life within 2 hours by leveraging AI as a strategic thinking partner. Right. And this is exciting for me because I've been facilitating strategic planning sessions for my clients for 4 years now, right? Both annual planning and quarterly planning. The thing I've realized is that the strategic planning process can take a lot of work and a lot of time, sometimes days and sometimes even weeks. And that was until AI came into the picture. And so I wanted to find an easier and faster way to help my clients do their strategic planning. And so I played around with AI and I came up with this process. And I ran it with my clients in a workshop in December and help them pretty much create their strategic plan for the year really quickly in a couple hours. And so I want to show you how you can do that today. Right? And you're welcome to take your time with it. You don't have to take, you don't have to do it within 2 hours. But I just wanted to show you how you could do this in a couple hours using and leveraging AI. So I'm going to give you the exact step-by-step process. I'm going to walk you through it, and I'm going to give you the prompts that I use as well. Real quickly, if you are new to my world, I work with coaches and experts. I help them grow their business the easier way by leveraging systems, better operations, and AI. And so that way they have more leverage to create more impact in the world and more freedom in their life. And of course, the byproduct of all that is more profits as well. And so however way you found your way here, thank you for your time. Your attention means a lot to me. And I want to make sure it's well invested and that you're getting a ton of value in this training. So I'm going to give you everything. Just going to share everything with you, right? And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you a simple invitation that if you do want my help with either the strategic planning or growing your business with AI, you're welcome to join my membership community. And if not, all good. I'm sure this video is going to be insightful in itself for you. So let's dive in here. So when it comes to strategic planning, right, it's important to have a system that bridges your long-term vision to your short-term operations, right? I see typically two issues that with a lot of entrepreneurs that I work with. First one is most of them don't have a strategic plan, right? And second, if they do have one, they tend to get bogged down into the short-term thinking and the reactivity of the day-to-day, right? So they spend a lot of their time and energy in the lower half of this ladder here, right? And their focus starts to get thinned out and everything starts to feel important and urgent at the same time, right? And when this happens, they often feel like they're drowning in their work. Their team starts to feel like they're drowning in their work, right? And everyone starts to lose sight of the bigger picture. And so most of your issues comes from playing this short-term game in a long game world, right? And so the solution is to zoom out, right? To take a step back and to zoom out and to look and to start to build your entire strategic plan, right? From that zoomed out perspective of it. And so that's what we're going to do today is we're going to go from the top here. We're going to zoom out and look at the mission. Then we're going to work all the way down to your quarterly objectives, weekly commitments, and daily priorities. I'm going to show you how you can create all this quicker, faster by leveraging AI as your strategic thinking partner. So let's dive in here. First step is defining your mission, right? So your mission is the purpose of your business. This is your what I like to call your dharma. It's what you're called to the world to do. It's what you're called to the world to serve, who you're called to the world to serve. Right? And so your mission needs to clearly define who you serve, transformation you help them achieve, the impact you're making in the world by helping them through this transformation, and how you'll know you have accomplished that mission. Right? And so you want to clearly define those four things. And if you already have a mission statement, great. And if you're happy with it, you're welcome to move on to the next step here. If you don't yet, then I suggest starting here. It's the foundational piece and it's really the core focus of why your business exists, right? So taking some time to really get clear on that and defining that, right? And beautiful thing is you can use AI to help you refine all of this into a clear, bold, and specific mission statement. So I'm going to switch over here. I created a worksheet here that's going to help you. This worksheet's already filled out with example data. Not really example, it's actually my own business data here, because I wanted to show you how I did this within 2 hours. And so I'll share a link to the worksheet. That way you have access to that. You can go ahead and go in here and start to fill out and answer the questions. Who do you serve? The core problem that you help them solve, the transformation, right? Why serving these people matter to you, the positive change or impact in the world that you create through this transformation, and how you will know that you have successfully accomplished this mission, right? What's that mission success metric for you and your business, right? For me, it's the membership community. I want to build that to 10,000 transformational coaches and experts. And so once you've answered all those questions and you have your answers there, then now you can take that and you can plug that into an AI prompt here that I've created for you. All right. That way you can leverage ChatGPT to help you synthesize those reflections into 3 to 5 bold, specific statements that you can they'll give you inspiration to come up with your mission statement. And so if you click on this link here, it's going to open up this AI prompt template. So I use this tool called Snack Prompt. It allows me to create template and share, and then I can share those templates with my clients. So I created this in here for you. I've already engineered the prompt here. And so what you would need to do is then just copy and paste your answer from the worksheet over into the tags here. All right. So who do you serve, the pain points that you solve for them, the outcome you provide them or transformation you provide them, all right, your why, the impact in the world. You can literally just copy and paste your answers over into these boxes over here. All right. And your mission success metric. Right. And when you paste it into here, like here, I'll just show you a quick example so you understand how this works. All right, so coming up to who do I serve, I'm just gonna copy and paste it over into here. So once you paste it into here, what that does is it'll automatically fill this prompt template. All right, and so once you do it for all of it, you have a full-on prompt that's ready to be plugged into ChatGPT. So you can either hit this button here and it'll directly send it to your ChatGPT if you have an account there. The other way is you can just copy the entire prompt, right, and paste it over into wherever you are using your ChatGPT. All right, so for me, that is I use a tool called Magi, which allows me to just use the different models here, language models, but I have it set to GPT-4, and so I would literally just copy and paste the prompt in to here, submit it, and ChatGPT will come up with 5 potential mission statements, right? And they're all pretty good, right? And so I copy and paste that back into this worksheet here, and then I sat with it, reflected on it, and came up and refined it into the mission statement that I want to go with, right? I like to keep things simple, so I simplified it even further. So our mission is to help 10,000 coaches and experts transform their expertise into a thriving online business by replacing labor with leverage, right? Which allows them to create more impact in the world and more freedom to do what matters. And so this is the mission statement that I came up with. I actually had one before coming into here already, but I wanted to see what ChatGPT would come with. And they're all really good. They're all really good ideas here. And it gave a lot more inspiration to help me refine my mission statement a little further. So once you have that, the next step is defining your 3-year vision. So defining your 3-year vision, you want to zoom out here and you want to create clarity around where is it that you want to go, where is it that you want to land, and what is it that you really want in both your personal vision, but also your business vision. All right, so you want to start with your 3-year personal vision. What does life look like and feel like for you 3 years from now? And then you want to create your 3-year business vision. What does your business look like and feel like 3 years from now? And then you want to make sure, you want to hold them side by side. You want to make sure that there's alignment and congruency between the 2 visions. And this piece is important, right? Because if there isn't congruency, you're going to subconsciously self-sabotage yourself, right? And you want to make sure that both your visions hold space for each other, right? An example of this is, a client of mine, had a personal vision around wanting to have more freedom and more time to spend with his family, right? And then he created his business vision and he wanted to build a $100 million business company, right? And so I held that side by side for him and I said, do these hold space for each other, right? What does it actually take for you to build a $100 million company? And will that allow you to have also the freedom and the space to create, to spend more time with your family as well? Right. And he was like, oh, no, it wouldn't. Right. The way I would need to show up for a $100 million company would not allow me to, have that freedom for my family. And so there was an incongruency there. Right. The visions didn't align. And when the visions don't align, what's going to happen is you're going to self-sabotage yourself, right? You're going to self-sabotage your business in order to protect your personal vision, right? Or vice versa, the other way around, right? Is if your business vision is a higher priority for you, you're going to self-sabotage your personal vision in order to protect the business vision. And so it's important that both visions are holding space for each other. They fit within each other and there's congruency there. All right. And so in the worksheet here, you can go back here. There's some questions and prompts that I put here that help you clarify further your 3-year vision for your personal life as well as your business. All right, you can go ahead and take some time, and this is the piece that you can't outsource to AI. You're going to have to sit down and get clear because this is what you want. All right, this is your vision. So taking some time to really get clear on those. Once you have that, then you can move on to the next step, which is to create your current day snapshot. Right, so you zoomed out already and got clear on what it is you want, the big picture of it. Now you want to zoom and look at where you're at right now. Right, this is important because then when you have that zoomed out perspective and the zoomed in perspective, now you can take that and you can start to create the bridge between the two. All right, so looking at the current day snapshot, you want to get clear on, how's your business doing financially today? Right, where are you at revenue, profit margin, in terms of your mission success metric? Where are you at right now? All right, what are your current products and services you're doing today? Or how are they doing today? What are the current projects, targets, objectives you're working on today? And what are the current pending issues in your business right now? Right, so getting clear and having a nice clear picture of your current day snapshot of your business. And so you can go in here. I have the prompts for you already, so you can just go in and fill it out. That way you have some data there to work with. Once you have that, then the next step is creating your 1-year target. So we're slowly moving down that ladder now, right? And this is the part where you can actually leverage AI to help you brainstorm. So defining your 1-year targets, this is about coming up with your commitments for the year. All right. What you want to do is you want to reverse engineer your 3-year vision and your mission back down to your current day snapshot. Right. And as I mentioned, the beautiful thing is you can leverage AI as a brainstorming and strategic thinking partner to help you with that. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. So you go into here. Right, I have a section here that comes up with the core outcomes from your 3 main relationship categories. So this is a piece that I teach within my membership. We're going to skip this piece today. If you do want to learn about it, you're welcome to join the membership and learn about how you can get more clear on the 3 main categories of your life, which is your relationship with yourself, relationship with others, right? And so that's like your partner, right? Your family, your friends, or your team, or if you have a business partner, that would be your business partner as well. All right. And the third one is your relationship with your business, right? And there's a process I teach around how to refine that down and get really clear with all the noise and pressure that's being created in each of these categories and refining that down to the core outcome that you want in each of those categories. If you don't have that, you can skip that for now. It's not necessary to move forward. And so what you would do now is there's an AI prompt here. So you just open this up. So again, I have the template here. So you would go in and just pre-fill or answer these prompts here, right? And so you can skip the core outcomes of the 3 relationship categories, and you can dive in and you can just copy and paste your 3-year business vision into here. You can copy and paste your mission statement, how many months left in the year, depending on when you're doing this exercise, right? And then your current day snapshot is filling those out. Once you fill all that out, this template's pre-filled, then you can literally just copy and paste that over, right? And so you can copy, and I suggest sticking to the same conversation you already started in ChatGPT. That way it's continuing with your historical data. And so that's what I did. Copied and pasted it over. And what this prompt is designed to do is it's going to come up with a list of potential year-end 1-year targets for you based on all of that historical data that you have. And so copy and paste it, and it gave me back a bunch of personal goals, relationship goals, as well as some business goals that I can focus on, right? So I took that, pasted back into here, right? And so there's 2 columns here. One is the brainstorming column, right? So this is what could you do in the next year that's going to move you closer towards your 3-year vision, right? And then the second column is the commitment column. It's actually choosing, right? And so this is the brainstorm. You can have AI brainstorm and give you a bunch of ideas. If you also have some ideas that's kind of already top of mind for you, you can add that here and you can start to review that and reflect on that. And then what you want to do is you want to come up with 5 year-end targets that you're going to commit to, right? So these are the 5 that I chose. One of them I turned into a 10x goal, right? So real quickly, you want to choose the 5-year targets to commit to. And then what you want to do is you want to turn one of them into a 10x goal, right? And what a 10x goal is if you've read the book 10x is easier than 2x by Benjamin Hardy, he talks about this. He talks about creating 10x or impossible goals. And the purpose of this is in order to achieve these 10x goals, you need to change the way that you think, and you need to change the way that you are operating, right? You need to change how you are showing up, changing the way you are being, right? And by changing that, there's a refinement process required where you need to focus on the 20% of the effort that's going to create exponential growth, right? And the letting go of the 80% that only creates incremental growth, right? Most of us as entrepreneurs, we are designed to focus on creating just incremental growth, right? But by setting that 10x goal and shifting the way we think and the way we be and the way what we focus on allows us to accomplish these goals that creates quantum leaps in our businesses, right? And what that quantum leap does is when you achieve that 10x goal, it just makes everything else either easier to accomplish or completely irrelevant because you've already accomplished that big one main 10x goal. Right. And so my suggestion, and this, you don't have to go with it, but if you wanted to, I suggest turning one of your, key 1-year targets into a 10x goal. Right. And that starts to, you start to shift the way you're thinking and showing up to your business. But also if you have a team, it gets your team to start thinking differently and operating differently as well, right? In order to achieve that 10x goals, there's a certain way that we as a team, as a company need to, what we need to focus on, what we need to do, and how we need to show up, right? So that's coming up with your 1-year targets. Once you have come up with that, the next step down that strategic planning system ladder is creating your quarterly objectives. Right? And so these are the projects, the milestones, the outcomes that needs to happen in the next 90 days in order to move you closer to your 1-year target. So as you can see, everything is starting to cascade up that ladder. Right. And we're reverse engineering it. And the way it's set up is so that anytime you're accomplishing something, it's going to ladder up to the next thing up. Right. And so what you want to do here is you want to reflect on your 1-year targets, and then you can use AI again to help brainstorm and come up with a list of potential quarterly objectives, right? Things that you could be doing in the next 90 days that's going to move you towards your 1-year target. So once you go in here, copy and paste over your 1-year target. So that's top of mind for you. And then you can just use this prompt that I created. Just going to close these ones here. So prompt is already here, right? You can go ahead again, same concept, go in there and fill it out. How many months left in the year? Which quarter are you planning for? Right. And then pasting in your 5 year-end targets. Once you have that, then just copy and paste that over into your conversation with ChatGPT here. All right. So I did that, paste that in. Here are my 5 1-year targets. And then it gave me a list of 10 potential quarterly objectives, right? If you wanted more, right? If you want more to work with, more ideas to work with, you can change that number in the template, right? But I have 10 here. So it came up with 10 different quarterly objectives that I could commit to. Right? And so I'm just going to pull that over into here. That way I can review that, reflect on it. And then over here, I would choose and commit to, the 5 quarterly objectives that I'm going to commit to over for the next 90 days here. Right? And so once you have that and you're clear on your quarterly objectives, next step is taking that quarterly objective and turning it into OKRs, right? This is an important step because the objectives alone will speak to what it is that you want to achieve. But what you want to do is you want to break that down into a framework called OKRs, which then defines how you know you're on track to achieving that, right? So OKRs, O, if you're not familiar with it, O is objectives, KR is key results, right? O is what you want to achieve. The KRs is how you know you're on track. These are the milestones. These are the metrics. These are, the indicators that you know that you are going to be on track to accomplishing that objective, right? And the completion and hitting the key results should automatically lead to the achievement of your O's if it's set up correctly, right? And again, you can leverage AI to help you brainstorm and come up with the key results for each of those objectives. So same process. I have the, where is it? Yeah, here. AI prompts, you open that up. Same deal. You can enter in your year-end targets and then enter in your 5 quarterly objectives. And this prompt is designed to help brainstorm 3 to 5 potential key results for each of those objectives. So copy and paste that over into here. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you 3 to 5 potential key results for each of my objectives there. Right. And so I have all that. I can take that back into the document here, and I can sit on it, reflect on it, and I can choose which key results that I actually want for each of my objectives. Right. And rule of thumb is you want to have, 3 key results for each of those objectives. Right. You can have more if you want, but I find the best places to have 3 key results for each of your objectives. Okay, so coming back to the strategic planning system, we've gone over the mission, we've gone down to 3-year vision, the 1-year targets, and then the quarterly OKRs. Last 2 steps is coming up with the momentum sprint planning components of the system, which is coming up with your weekly commitments and then your daily priorities. And so when it comes to weekly and daily momentum planning, all of this is designed to keep you focused on what matters most, which in this case would be your OKRs, right? Each quarter, your OKRs are your highest priorities for you and your team. All right. And so what you want to do is you want to have everyone on your team doing this weekly and daily momentum planning, right? And there's 4 pieces to it. The first is the weekly commitment planning, right? And so at the beginning of the week, you want to be sitting down and reflecting on the 2 things. What could I be doing this week to move forward towards my OKRs? And then once you brainstorm all that out, then it's committing to what will I actually do this week to move forward. All right. And once you have that, then each day you'll have the daily commitment planning. All right. Beginning of the day, you're going to create out what are my to-dos today, and then what are my top 3 priorities from those to-dos. All right. And then where's my energy level at? And this is an important piece that I teach in the membership as well. Right. Is being able to tune in to noticing at which energy level are you operating at and what needs to be done to continuously elevate your energy level, because this is a key component to keeping the momentum going. All right. And so you have your daily commitment planning, and then at the end of the day, you're doing your reviews, right? What am I grateful for? What are my wins? And what is left? Right. And then from the reviews, it creates feedback, which allows you to go back into the daily planning for each day. Right. And then at the end of the week, you're doing a weekly review. What went well this week? What are the lessons I learned? And where do I still need support for the next week? Right. So there's this cycle of planning, review, planning, review, planning, review, week over week, as well as day over day. Right. The review creates feedback loop, creates a feedback loop for the planning, right? And the planning creates focus and momentum forward. And so this is what that looks like. Beginning of the week, you do weekly commitment planning, then daily planning, daily review, daily planning, daily review throughout the entire week. And then at the end of the week, you do an end of week review. And this just becomes the momentum flow that you just continue week over week. And it keeps you and it keeps everyone on your team focused on the most important things, the things that actually matter. That way you don't get bogged down in that short-term thinking and the reactivity of what's going on day to day. So there you have it. That is the process for doing your strategic planning system and leveraging AI to help with the brainstorming and the strategic thinking as you work your way from your mission all the way down to your daily priorities. The only other thing here, the additional step is if you do have a team, there is an additional step of, you've come up with the company level OKRs, right? These are, the 5 OKRs you created. And then if you have a team, what you want to do is you want to work with each individual member of your team to create an individual OKR, right? That contributes to your company OKRs. So this is the process that I teach more in depth in the membership community. And so if that is something you need support with, I recommend checking that out or just reaching out to me and letting me know. And I'm happy to see how I can support you with that. Other things that I teach in the membership community as well is taking all of the strategic plan and putting it into an actual system, right? At one place where you can start to track and manage your strategic vision, your OKRs down to your metrics and KPIs, and then also the momentum planning. And so I built a system here on Airtable. I called it the personal OS. Let me just give you a quick run through of it. right? I have two versions of the personal OS if you don't have a team, and then business OS if you do have a team. That way, your team can also use this operating system for their planning, their momentum planning as well. And so everything is in here in North Star. You have your vision, your mission, your vision. You have your values, and then you have your 1 year targets, right? Your goals, right? And then it comes down into your momentum planning. So you have your OKRs, you have full visibility. Once you created a strategic plan, you want to move that into the system here. That way you can track the progress and the status of it week over week, all right? And that gives you visibility to, if you're on track with those OKRs, at risk, off track, or which ones are completed. There's a momentum planner in here that allows you to create your weekly commitment planning and weekly reviews, as well as daily planning and daily reviews as well, right? There's task list built in here. You have an issues list built in here to track all of your issues. I personally have a relationship tracker in here because relationship is one of my OKRs that I want to focus on quarter over quarter, right? Year over year, right? And then financial tracker to track and manage your metrics as well. All right. And so these templates I provide, they come in the membership as well. So if you join that, you'll have access to all that. And I create a training on how to customize that so that it can fit for your business. Yeah. The other thing is so a lot of the strategic planning that I'm sharing today is one component of the course that I created called the Momentum Lab, right? And I go through the 5 steps to create unstoppable momentum in your business and your life. And those 5 steps is to look at the noise and the pressure that you're experiencing currently right now. And this is important because you want to reduce that noise. You want to regulate and eliminate all those pressure, right? Because the noise and pressure there is what diminishes your energy and that keeps momentum from going, right? So being able to reduce that noise, regulate that pressure. And then that 3rd step is what we did here is refining the outcome, right? Is creating that strategic plan, right? Once you eliminate the noise and pressure, you elevate your energy. It allows you to pour more of you into the outcome that you desire, right? And then step 4 and 5 is all about redesigning your system, right? That way you can keep that momentum going for both you and if you have a team, for your team as well. So a lot of this, I dive much deeper into the membership program that I've created here, right, which is called Dharma Labs. The idea here is I wanted to build a community for impact-driven coaches and experts, right, to help them transform their expertise into a thriving online business by leveraging better systems and by leveraging AI. All right, so in the community, you will also get access to all the courses that I've created, the Momentum Lab, which is all how to do the strategic planning, as well as creating unstoppable momentum. Launch Lab is how to launch a scalable coaching offer using AI, right? Creator Lab is how to leverage AI to create more content, right? And Growth Lab is how to scale your business with systems, automations, and a small team. And so I will drop a link below this video if this is something that you're interested in, or if you want to just get more support from me. All right. I would love to see you join the community there. Community, we have 2 different plans. One plan is the do-it-yourself. If you just want access to the courses as well as the community component of it, that's available there. If you wanted the additional support from me, we have a do-it-together plan where it includes coaching as well, right? So we do weekly coaching calls with me, right? We'll do the quarterly strategic planning together as well. And I also offer done-for-you implementation services as well. So if that's something that you're interested in, would love to see you in the community. Otherwise, there are other ways you can keep learning with me and continue to follow my journey, right? I have a free weekly newsletter that if you're not already on that, highly recommend joining that. I share lots of deep dive guides week over week. And you're welcome to, I'll drop a list of other resources below as well that you can check out. And feel free to follow me on LinkedIn and Instagram. I hope this video was super valuable for you. If it was, please let me know. I'd love to hear feedback. If there's anything that I may have missed, please let me know. That way I can either create another video or create another training for you.